Alright, episode 3 of Halo. I'm just gonna get the biggest problem with this episode out of the way. Yeah, Cortana looks weird. But after a while, I got used to it. I was like, alright, after the first few minutes of Secret, I was like, alright, you don't look that weird now, but, and I thought her dynamic with Master Chief was very likable. They were fun to watch work off of each other, and it's interesting because we as the audience know Cortana is not there to help Master Chief. She's a spy for Halsey, and that really made that dynamic kind of interesting. And I'm really loving the way this show keeps expanding the world's lore every week. I love learning more about Master Chief and seeing a bit more of an emotional side to him, and Halsey is such an interesting villain. But the other really big standout of this episode was the other villain, whose name I can't remember, but she's the blonde soldier girl. And I love how one minute she's playing all innocent and helpless, and she leads these soldiers into a trap and sicks the grunts on them, and then just very brutally kills the guy. They made her very threatening and creepy and conniving. She is a great villain. The way they executed her is very well done. Now, the Quan Haas subplot this week I didn't really care that much about this episode, though I do really like the character, but it's just that the main plot line with Master Chief and Cortana was more interesting to me. Now, I wish there were more action in this show. Like I said, there was a lot of action in this episode. To some degree, yes, I do wish that there were more action. I mean, this is based off of a first-person shooter, for goodness sakes, but on the other hand, the world of this show is so interesting and cool to live in that even when there's not action, I'm still intrigued by it. I'm very intrigued by the well-written dialogue. I'm very intrigued by the interesting characters. So even when there's not action, I'm still really enjoying it. I'm loving where the show is going. Every episode seems to get more and more interesting. I can't wait for next week.